All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time, all right? Back at you with another lesson going into Don't Take the Charagma. Don't take the Charagma. This is going to be an MOTB update. All right, just going in on this CBDC, all right, which will ultimately have a domino effect into this Charagma, Revelation 13 and 16 being fully implemented, all right, which we know of as the MOTB, man, all right? I'm not going to actually say it because, all right, these algorithms and Esau, I try to flag your video, so Lord willing this message be edifying. I'm going to jump straight into this article. It says, is the U.S. going to launch a CBDC? Yes, they will. All right, it says, is the U.S. going to launch a CBDC? Now, the acronyms of CBDC stand for Centralized Banking Digital Currency, okay? Centralized Banking Digital Currency, okay? So it says, would the government really launch its own cryptocurrency? How would that even work? So let's get into it. It says rumors and in many cases fears have been rising regarding a United States central bank digital currency. Some in the space have even given a theoretical token the unaffectionate name Fed coin. All right, because ultimately Esau Edom, all right, runs this entire planet like a monopoly, pulling the strings on each side. All right. Pulling on one side, tugging on the other side, man. All right? Funding a war on one side and defunding a war on the other side, man. All right? But ultimately, the Lord says, all right, this is the book of Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. Yahweh Shai speaking, and Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And that kingdom, all right, that whore that sitteth upon many waters is America, and it's being divided against itself, man, because you have one side that's pulling, all right, towards the MOTB, towards Revelation 13 and 16, the Charagma, all right, the CBDC, they've coined it, central bank digital currency, and you have another side that's tugging, that's in fear of it, man. All right, that's in fear of an imminent collapse in the society and this economic system of America. So they fear the inevitable. Ultimately, I want to get that word real quick. Inevitable. Let's get it real quick. Get that word inevitable. It says inevitable, certain to happen, unavoidable. All right, it's imminent. Okay, and ultimately, America being destroyed is the inevitable, man. All right, and this CBDC is a step towards it, and you see America inching towards the policy of implementing and fully implementing this Charagma, man. All right, it says, verse 26, Matthew 12 and 26, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Because you see these industries colliding. Half is for it, half is against it. All right, and it's going to come down to all-out chaos, man. All right? And these people are not going to go easy because they know what you're up to, Esau. They know your devices, man. All right, and we know them too. That's why we speak on it. And your CBDC is another device that you're going to use to usher in that MOTB, man, that digital currency, that NWO. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we're not ignorant of your devices, Esau. This CBDC, let this train pass. This rumor, or this CBDC, all right, is one of your tools that you're using to usher in your NWO. Another form of your tools that you're using is your military. All right, your politics is another form. Your government, your education system, your religious system, they're all going to turn towards and worship that image, man. And they're going to be cast into that lake of fire, man. All right. It says, what is a CBDC? Now let's get into it. It says, central bank digital currencies are cryptocurrencies issued by governments. While the cryptocurrencies we know today are typically associated with financial freedom, anonymity, and other ideals that seem at odds with central banks, a CBDC could use the technology behind those cryptocurrencies in a more institutional way. Now let's get that word institutional, because that's what Esau's ultimately trying to do with having these people take that Charagma, man. He's trying to institutionalize you with his DNA. He's trying to institutionalize you with his new world order, man. It's institutional. It says, of like an institution or institution, it says unappealing or unimaginative. It says expressed or organized in the form of institutions. Organized, established. All right, let's see. It says institutional. Of or relating to organized establishments. Right, his New World Order, man. His NWO. That's that organized establishment that he's trying to come down with great wrath with, man. In his eyes, man. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to foil his plan. It says foundations. Let this pass. All right, it says foundation societies are the like or to the buildings they occupy. It says the association offers an institutional membership. Oh yeah, that's using it in the sentence. All right, but let's go back to this. It says behind the CBDC could use the technology behind those cryptocurrencies in more institutional ways, right? Meaning that he required all. All right, he calls it all, man. Revelation 13-16, man. They're going to institutionalize it. Meaning what? It's going to be a so-called household name in the society. All right, it's going to be the new it. It's going to be the new thing on the earth, man. It's going to be, and that's what order is, man. Like it said, an organized way, man. But it's in Esau's organized way, right? Which is wicked. Right. Here we go. This is Psalms 144:8. It says, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. Right, man? Right hand is a right hand of falsehood, Esau. And your mouth speaketh vanity because you speak great words to the Most High, even thinking that you're going to accomplish this NWO, man. Let's get it. And he's going to put this all into legislation, man. All right, let's get into a little bit more. It says, does the U.S. have a CBDC? It says the U.S. does not currently have a CBDC. It might never have a CBDC, but it's exploring the option. And we know that Esau hangs this whole idea of a central bank over the heads of these people because it's coming up the ladder, man. All right, it's coming up the pipeline, man. Okay, it's coming down on you people, man. So whether you like it or not, we take heed to biblical prophecy, which says, all right, which we're going to get Revelation 13-16, man. It says America's CBDC initiative. It says while a U.S. CBDC has been a topic of speculation in crypto circles for years, the real path began with President Biden, you sleepy Joe, here you go, March 22 executive order. The order also encouraged U.S. involvement in payment initiatives and digital assets, including exploring consumer protections. It also set the gears in motion for a potential CBDC. And we know they set the gears in motion, all right? And how is ultimately they set the gears in motion through this legal system, man. This is going to be framed into the law, man. All right, this is Psalms 94:20. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? You see? They frameth mischief by law, and this is mischief, man. Trying to put 2/3 of Israel under subjection to your Charagma, man, to your imprint. You see, to your digital society, man, which is wicked, man, which is blasphemy, man. The Most High says your temple is holy, man, and the Most High dwelleth in your temple. All right, not technology, man. We aren't to become a digital asset to this devil, man. No, man. We're assets to the Most High. But it says, here we go. This other one. Right. I'm going to go back to this article. It says the order, right here, article, highlight a little bit. It says the order currently calls for a report on what a potential CBDC might look like and should look like. However, those reports had deadlines ranging from a few months to a year away. You see, we're coming up into that time, man. We're almost in March again, man. We're almost making a year. So this devil is about to come down with great wrath, man. Because he know what he had but a short time left. And he knows, all right, he's in a certain time frame where he has to come down with great wrath in, man. Okay, but because this society is a burning house already, so everybody's taking and fleeing away from this place because America is now no longer that great cash cow on the planet Earth, man. It's facing all kind of economic blows, all type of societal blows, man. And no one wants to dwell here, man. But people are sick of this place, man. So they have to put a plug on it. All right. Let's see if there's some more. Right. That was pretty much the end of it. But let's get back into the scriptures. This is Daniel 8:25. It says, and through his policy, also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Right? And ultimately, this is going back, like the footnote goes into, First Maccabees, the 6th and 8th chapter, all right? The 8th verse through the 9th verse, First Maccabees 9, 5 through 9, all right? And this ultimately was done to the northern and different kings of Africa, right? But ultimately, this can be likened on to Esau, Edom, man. Another one I was looking for. This is Job chapter 5 verse 13. I'm gonna start at 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong, man, because the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, all right? And he set it up over at the bases of men. The Most High put it up one and pull it down another. So different kings of the earth have come back through the reincarnation, but the Most High has controlled them all, man. The Most High has controlled their plans and foiled their plans, man. So ultimately, Esau, you think you controlling both sides, but the Most High is ultimately controlling both sides, man. Esau, Edom, you're just merely a base man that the Most High has given power and risen up in pride, man. And it's going to be a great show seeing you fall, starting with the collapse of the society, which is ultimately being cracked down right now, man. All right? And let's get it real quick, because like we said, title of the lesson, don't take the Charagma, man. Don't take the Charagma. It's Revelation 13, and I'm going to start at 16. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a Charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see? All, man. So Esau is going to put this hell and this wrath, all right, and this temptation with this MOTB on all, man. All right? Free and bond, meaning if you're in jail, you're out of jail. Meaning you're rich, you're poor. Meaning if you so-called living under a bridge or you living up in the Beverly Hills, man, you're going to be required to take this Charagma, okay? You're not exempt from this, man. But the scriptures tell you that the Most High reserves 7,000 that have not bowed the knee to Baal, and the elect are going to get the victory over this beast, all right? Because ultimately Yahushua did, and we're the inheritors of the kingdom of heaven under Yahushua, man. But it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the Charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And that's ultimately where the society is headed, man. All right? That you can't buy, sell, you can't trade, you can't get the money out of your own account, man, unless you have this Charagma. All right? Now, how are you people going to fare with that? Oh, you can't make a deposit, you can't make a withdrawal anymore. All right? But spiritually, the men of the Lord have been making spiritual deposits, man. All right? To build that heavenly house, man. Which you 2/3 of our people haven't been doing, and therefore you're gonna cop out and take the corner route and take this Charagma, man. You're gonna take this imprint, man. All right. But it says, verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 66. Right, 666, man. All right, and 2/3 of our people. All right, when you divide that fraction up, that are going to be cut off, it goes into 666, man. All right? So ultimately, we know 2/3 of our people are going to be taking this like it's the next stimulus check, man. Like it's the next refund, all right, or if it's income tax season, man, they're going to be going and lining up for this thing, man. But the men of the Lord are going to bow down to this image of this society. Don't take the mark. Lord willing, don't take the Charagma, Salakia. Lord willing, this message was edifying. I'm going to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Call Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Arakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone, who rule well and teach well, and a word there to double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. Kwam Yashala, Shalom.